Hi, this is PR Sundar. Welcome to Dalal Street Week Ahead program sponsored by Delta.Exchange. Last week, the Nifty rallied about 450 points and market has actually closed at fresh all-time high. And that was expected anyway. You know, as I've been saying for the last few weeks, for last few days, that US markets recovered more than 100% of its fall, and then it was moving even higher, but we did not recover even the 100% of our losses made in the month of September, and now it has completely wiped out. Okay, now the question is, how much more steam left? Is it the all-time high, so the correction has to come, or more steam is left? I believe that there is a more steam left. Okay, what is the logic? The logic is very simple. Last time when Nifty went to 20,200, the Bank Nifty was 46,300. But now the 20,200 high was taken out. Now it has Nifty closed about 60-70 point higher than that last time all-time high. But still the Bank Nifty is still nearly 1,500 point below the August-September all-time high. And if that 1,500 point catches up by Bank Nifty, that alone can contribute about 500 to 600 point for Nifty rally. So that can take Nifty to 21,000. So in fact, now the people are thinking that term only. So that is why the call option premiums are shooting up like anything. You don't see big changes in the monthly options, but if you are trading in long-term options like June month, next December month, say for example, next December, 22,000, 23,000 call options all shooting up 70, 80 rupees yesterday, but the 19,000 put not even coming down by 5 rupees. So calls are shooting up by 80 rupees, 100 rupees, but puts are coming down only by 5 rupees, 10 rupees. Right? In fact, on Friday, I could see clearly a panic among the long-term option sellers. There was a huge volume that happened on Friday compared to the previous week or previous month. So clearly, the panic is on the higher side when it comes to long-term options, but short-term options are not, reflecting that kind of a panic. So look at the US markets on Friday. Actually, I always say, as and when markets are higher, this Jerome Powell come and will speak something negative. As and when markets are, so much lower, he will come and speak something positive. So he tried his best on Friday. So he gave us some very hawkish statement. But just momentarily markets fell, then after that again it has shot up. So now markets do not want to listen to Jerome Powell. And now by this time, okay, Mr. PR Sundar know this already long back, but now the US people now know the trick of Jerome Powell. So now they don't want to believe Jerome Powell. So that's why despite his very, very hawkish statement, on Friday the markets went up in US. So we had some uncertainty, so election uncertainty, but despite that, on Friday night, GIFT Nifty closed about 130 point higher. So which means that if everything goes well, tomorrow we are expected to open, Nifty is likely to open more than 100 point higher. And on top of which, today the 4 state election results, in Mizoram counting is been postponed tomorrow, the 4 state election results came. I always say, never predict the poll results. And also I just for fun, I tweeted, if you are confused about the election results, wait for the exit poll results, you will be even more confused. And none of the exit poll results predicted 2/3 majority for BJP in Madhya Pradesh. And BJP is having about 2/3 majority in Madhya Pradesh. And most of the polls said, there's a neck-to-neck movement in Rajasthan, but Rajasthan also clearly has gone in BJP way. The worst thing is that none of the polls said, BJP will win Chhattisgarh. Everybody said Congress will win comfortably, but Congress lost very badly in Chhattisgarh. In the morning, the trend, it was favorable to Congress, but as the counting progressed, so everything has gone to BJP favor. So finally, out of the 4 states, earlier, actually in 2018, this Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, all were with the Congress. Okay, so later, so Madhya Pradesh, there was some people shifted to BJP. That's why the BJP came to power. Now, all the 3 states where Congress won in 2018, now they have lost. Where they lost in 2018, Telangana, now they won. So we have to wait for tomorrow for Mizoram, but then Mizoram is such a tiny state, nobody bothers about its results. So another important thing, BJP is losing in the South India and BJP is gaining in the Hindi belt especially. But for parliament election, most of the MPs come from this Hindi belt. So therefore, as of now, it looks, clearly it's an advantage for BJP. But next 6 months, anything can happen. Because in 2018, BJP has actually lost all the 5 states. But in 2019, so BJP has won. So 6 months is a very long period in politics, anything can happen. But anyway, we are not political analysts and we have nothing to do with the politics. But we are worried about the stock market. So I said, clearly, if BJP wins, market will go up. If Congress wins, market will go double up. Okay, there is no way market is coming down. So now clearly BJP has won and now clearly markets will go higher. And then the next target for Nifty is 21,000. Why 21,000 I am fixing? Because Nifty is already closed around 20,300. Now the Bank Nifty is still to catch up 1,500 point. So that will translate into 600 point, 700 point for Nifty. So that can take the Nifty to 21,000. So markets are really very, very bullish. But again, it does not mean that markets will move in a straight line. There will always be selling. And you may remember even the day when BJP won in 2019 with the absolute majority, 303 seats. Okay, intraday only the market went up. On a close to close basis, Nifty was higher just by only 100 point. So there may be euphoria in the morning, okay, but that euphoria may die down later. There are a lot of people expecting this would have taken position and they would book the profits. Okay, so clearly the markets will go up, but it doesn't mean that tomorrow it will go up or every day it will go up. So there will always be some zigzag movement, But what actually I am hoping, for the last few trading sessions, the volatility in the IV was shooting up for long-term options. The call price movement and put price movement was disproportionately different. Okay, so that may get corrected. The IV may fall for long-term options because now there is some kind of a clarity is emerging. So therefore, at least for another next 6 months, so there is no big political uncertainty. So when the parliament election comes in next May, so we will see at that time. So I'm expecting option premiums to collapse, in the long-term options. Okay, of course, short-term options, there was no abnormality in the short-term options. Okay, so having said all these things, US markets also don't want to listen to Jerome Powell. Okay, and here there is no unpleasant surprise in the election results. Okay, in a way it is good. It's a democracy need a good ruling party as well as a good opposition party, not too many fragmented parties. So now it's more or less like, BJP and Congress. Okay, so the regional parties are, the BRS is a regional party, so that has weakened a lot. Okay, so looking at the open interest, I told you already, the next leg is only 21,000. Okay, there is no resistance below 21,000. but the support I told you last time it was 19,000 just because of this uncertainty. Now this uncertainty is over, and now I'm expecting a range of 20,000 to 21,000 for the rest of the month. So December month, so it's like it's a 4-week series, no corporate results, and of course there are some Fed policy meeting is there, but that's going to be non-event. The coming Friday RBI policy meeting is there. RBI may sound slightly hawkish, because the economic data, the GDP data is much higher. So therefore the RBI policy may sound slightly hawkish, but then that is also already factored in. That's why the Bank Nifty is not doing well, right? So when Nifty is at all-time high, Bank Nifty is 1,500 point away. That's nearly 4-5%. So that's also more or less factored in. So there's nothing much. Okay. So clearly the trend is up. Okay. So the underlying current is on the higher side, not on the lower side. So any intraday dip is an opportunity to sell put options with appropriate stop loss. So other than that, there is no reason to be pessimistic about the stock market. So at this point of time. So economic data wise, the first week, usual manufacturing PMI data, services PMI data, US jobs data, US ADP non-farm payroll data, private sector jobs data. So this and that, so many data will be coming, and then so markets on normal ups and downs will be there. So definitely there will be some kind of a profit booking. Markets are moving non-stop from 18,850 to 20,400 tomorrow. Okay, so it's such a fantastic rally. There will always be some kind of intermittent profit booking and this and that. So, but overall the trend is on the higher side. So, key important data, as I told you, like manufacturing PMI data, services PMI data, and mainly RBI policy on Friday. And then the following week maybe a Fed policy. I think December 12-13 is a Fed policy. So all those things are there. So markets are likely to consolidate with some positive bias, okay, from tomorrow morning opening level. But tomorrow morning opening itself will be, I will not be surprised if Nifty opens 150 to 200 point gap up. Yeah, so that's very much a possibility. This euphoria will be there. But of course the euphoria will die down, okay, but initially the euphoria will be there. Yeah, so that's what has actually happened even after the 2019 parliament election also. So it's time to be bullish, but if you are a long-term investor, definitely all-time high is not the time to put your money on the table. So be careful. So hope you enjoyed watching this video. Thank you for watching.